Online Distance Learning by Emily Hartwick for Grand Canyon University Tech 541. In this presentation, we're going to discuss the differences between both, give examples, and then also show what it means to have online learning in your classroom. All right, to start us off, we definitely need to talk about what the difference is between distance learning and online learning. So first, for distance learning, of course, you need internet and you also need a device of some sort. I've seen some people use tablets rather than a laptop, which is fine, whatever works for you. But with distance learning, it requires the students to learn the material at their own pace. Some distance learning have weekly assignments. As long as people get it done during that week, that's fine. Some have daily, some have 3 times a week. It just depends honestly on the system that you pick. But most of these systems has little to no face-to-face teacher interaction. I have seen some where the teacher will Skype or video call with their students to check in, see if they have any questions. It's kind of like a conference call in a way, just to kind of give them a little bit of guidance if necessary. But most of the ones that I've looked into are more my education experience. There has been no face-to-face teacher interaction. Not only that, but the teacher has to first set the expectations, has to first set the requirements and make sure that the materials that are used in those assignments that the student needs are actually worthwhile. Once all of those have been lined up, then it honestly is just up to the student whether or not they will succeed. Online learning is more teacher-based. So online learning also requires internet and some sort of device. Students, of course, can still be in the classroom. With online learning, the teacher has already taught part of the concept to them, given students a base knowledge, or they're working on taking that knowledge to the next level. That's where these online learning tools come in. They are used to supplement the curriculum rather than just give students something to do. You don't want to give students this online learning tool and expect them to figure it out on their own. It is the teacher first giving them that information, then they take it the step further. So this does require some student to teacher interaction. And most situations you will see it's more teacher led first, then students take it away and go towards their own. So there are many types of online learning systems out there and online tools. So in-class tools, there's Zearn, Prodigy, Informative. Those are math learning tools. With both of these, the students are able to, one, work at their own pace, which is best. Second, the teacher can assign different assignments through these tools that make sure that the curriculum is differentiated for them. With that being differentiated, students can then make sure that they are getting what they need. But before they can use these in-class tools, like I mentioned on the previous slide, the teacher has to go through, make sure they understand the expectations, and they also have a baseline of knowledge before getting on and working on those assignments. Who's Reading, iStation, and Lalio are reading ones, and it's the same basis just as the math. Teachers must set their expectations, they can assign assignments, but students must have the base knowledge before using those tools. There are many online schools as well that are strictly online. There is ZipKid. Those I know are 20-minute videos where students can get on, click a video of what they want to learn, and then the teacher comes on. The teacher's only on for a certain amount of slots, but there's many, many, many teachers that students can pick from. Kansas Connections Academy, since I'm in Kansas, I have heard of this one. And it basically just is an online not public because it is an academy, but it is an online school for students to get on and earn what they need to be successful. And then K-12 is pretty much the same thing. It's where students can attend an online public school so that they are at an at-home setting at their own pace, yet they are still earning their GED. Okay, so best practices in planning and design of online learning experiences. So there are many amazing tools, and I'd kind of added this picture right here just because of the vast amount of tools and things that can be implemented into the classroom. But before any of these can happen, students must understand first the concept they are working on. I would not implement a 3D printer in my room and have students start printing random things without giving them the steps and tools they need to do so. And I'm speaking from personal experiences. I have one in my room, and I make sure that my students understand first what the 3D printer is. What is it doing? What are the tools for it? How does it work? that kind of thing. Then I start teaching them how to program, how to create their own things. It has to be all put into these steps so that students will then be successful with those tools. Also, I have to have thorough knowledge of using these tools as well. I don't want to give my students these tools and not be able to help troubleshoot or to help if something breaks or something doesn't work. I want to be able to help them. So therefore, I have to have the knowledge. Also, expectations must be clear. We must give our students step by step exactly what we expect from them. Not only that, step by step of what we expect on how on using the device as well. So the future of our online classrooms has grown tremendously in recent years. It is amazing now as I see parents asking me what I think about online classrooms. And honestly, since I didn't go to an online public school when I was young, I don't know. So I do say that I know the benefits of a traditional classroom, but yet there are many benefits now to an online classroom. But this could become the preferred method of learning. In the sites and the resources that I have found, they have said that in 10 years, it could possibly become the preferred method of learning. But we will see, only time can tell. But not only that, the online learning systems are not the same. There are some, speaking of like high school ones, that allow students to take classes that prepares them better for college. Not only that, but those online classes also prepare them for the degree they are wanting to pursue. So they can kind of get ahead of the game before actually getting to college. That way they have more college credits taken. Not only that, but then they're better off than their peers. All right, here's some references that I have used in there.